My love, I feel vulnerable, and it scares me deeply. Vulnerability has never come easily to me because I've always been fiercely independent. From a young age, I had no one to truly depend on, and so I taught myself to be strong and self-reliant. It became my survival mechanism, a way to cope with a world that often felt unkind. Over time, I started keeping my feelings locked away, hidden even from myself, because I believed that no one could truly understand what I was feeling. It seemed safer that way. When I went to school and later to college, I made very few friends. Even with the few relationships I built, I never shared anything deeply personal or emotional. I kept a distance, not because I didn't care about people, but because I was scared of letting them in. It was as if a wall existed between me and everyone else, a barrier that I didn't know how to break. This detachment became my way of life, and it terrifies me to admit that I used to believe I would never love anyone or allow myself to be loved. But deep down, since I was a small child, love was the one thing I craved more than anything else. It's a contradiction that still amazes me. I wanted love desperately, but because I feared rejection and pain, I conditioned myself to live without it. It's like when you want something so much, but when you don't get it, you learn to survive without it. That's exactly what happened to me. I taught myself to suppress my desires for connection and intimacy, convincing myself that I didn't need anyone. Yet this emotional self-sufficiency came at a cost. I distanced myself from people who might have cared for me, and in doing so, I buried my feelings even deeper. I could never bring myself to share my most intimate thoughts or feelings with anyone, not even with myself sometimes. I often told myself that perhaps I wasn't good enough, and that's why nobody loved me the way I needed. These thoughts consumed me, and I even found myself praying to the divine for just one person who could love me deeply enough to heal the emptiness inside. I longed for someone who would see past my walls and bring light to the places I had kept dark for so long. For years, that longing felt unanswered. I began to believe that it was just a dream, something I would never have. And then a miracle happened. You came into my life. I don't know what it was about you, but you touched something in me that I thought was unreachable. I fell for you, and I fell hard. But as much as I wanted to open up to you, my old insecurities came rushing back. I started doubting myself, and with those doubts came the fear that you might not feel the same way. Instead of risking rejection, I distanced myself from you, even though my heart ached every time I did. My love for you was powerful, but my fears were even more overwhelming. I felt caught between two opposing forces, my desire for you and my fear of being vulnerable. Eventually, I realized I couldn't keep living like this. I began a journey of transformation, one that forced me to confront my fears and insecurities head-on. I worked hard to change my thinking and learned to find peace within myself. I started to accept myself for who I am, flaws and all. Slowly, I taught myself to love who I am and to believe that I am worthy of love. This journey hasn't been easy, and there are still moments when I struggle, but I am proud of the progress I've made. These days, I'm trying to be more open, not just with you, but with the world around me. It's a slow process, but I can feel myself changing. I still have challenges, and I still hesitate sometimes, but I'm confident that I am doing better. You mean so much to me, and I truly cherish and trust you. It's just that I'm still working through some deep-seated issues that take time to overcome. I hope you can understand that this isn't about you. It's about me learning to navigate a new way of being. One that includes vulnerability and trust. I want you to know that I'm committed to this process. I'm taking my time, but it's only because I want to do this the right way. I don't want to rush into sharing my deepest feelings and fears until I feel ready. Because when I do, I want it to come from a place of genuine trust and love. Soon I will be able to share all of this with you face to face. Until then, please know how much you mean to me and how much I value having you in my life. You are the reason I'm learning to break down my walls and let love in. For that, I will always be grateful. Sweetheart, don't be afraid of your emotions. They are not a sign of weakness, but rather a testament to your humanity. Your emotions make you who you are, and feeling deeply is nothing to be ashamed of. Every emotion you experience is valid, whether it's joy, sadness, anger, or fear. As humans, we all navigate a wide spectrum of emotions, and everyone deals with them differently. Some express their feelings openly and wear their hearts on their sleeves, while others prefer to keep their emotions private. Regardless of how they're handled, everyone feels them. It's a shared human experience. Some people try to escape their emotions, believing that acknowledging them makes them weak. But this is far from the truth. Running from your emotions doesn't make you stronger. Instead, it can lead to unresolved feelings that linger beneath the surface. True strength lies in accepting and embracing your emotions, even when they're difficult to face. It takes immense courage to acknowledge what you're feeling, to sit with those feelings, and to honor their presence. This kind of honesty with yourself is a powerful act of self-love and resilience. It's okay to laugh when something makes you happy. It's okay to cry when you feel overwhelmed. It's okay to celebrate your successes, no matter how big or small. And it's okay to grieve your losses. Every emotion you feel is part of the journey of life. There will be ups and downs, moments of joy and moments of pain. But these experiences shape who you are. They teach you about yourself, help you grow, and allow you to connect more deeply with others. You don't have to pretend to be strong by hiding your true emotions, because strength doesn't come from suppression. You are already strong. In fact, the divine has made you strong from birth. You don't need to prove it to anyone, least of all to yourself. I understand that sharing your feelings can be difficult. Not everyone will understand, and that's okay. You don't need to share your emotions with everyone. In fact, you shouldn't. Choose wisely who you confide in. Only share your feelings with those who genuinely care for you and your well-being. But while it's okay to be selective about whom you trust, it's never okay to hide your feelings from yourself. Never lie to yourself about what you're going through. Pretending you don't feel something or dismissing your emotions as unimportant